Suho commanded. Arise. Dark shadows swirled around the goblin leader's corpse, binding it to Suho's will. The lifeless body rose, now reborn as his shadow soldier. Observing the result, Suho muttered to himself. The skill wasn't as impressive as he had imagined. Beru explained that newly extracted shadow soldiers were often weaker than they were in life. Suho glanced at the smaller goblin leader, questioning if they also shrank. Beru confirmed with a calm tone, assuring him the difference in strength was only slight. Suho noticed the shadow soldier would disappear after a day, leaving him disappointed. Beru suggested using shadow storage, but Suho admitted he didn't have that skill yet. Beru explained that shadow abilities were influenced by intelligence stats and level progression, reassuring Suho that the skill would become incredible in time. Suho sighed, telling Beru not to feel so down about it. Suho's stomach growled loudly. Realizing he hadn't eaten in 2 days, Suho asked how to leave the dungeon, and Beru explained he could exit any time using the shadow dungeon key. With hunger gnawing at him, Suho decided to grab something to eat first. Beru nodded respectfully. A notification appeared. Would you like to exit the shadow dungeon? Suho's face blushed with delight, eyes sparkling like twinkling stars as he enjoyed his meal. Suho couldn't believe how delicious hospital food could taste, relishing every bite. Beru, ever dutiful, interrupted his moment of bliss. He explained their next steps. They were assigned 3 missions. The first, protect the earth from otherworldly beasts. Suho realized their task meant entering dungeons and hunting beasts. Beru confirmed, explaining that as Suho's level increased, he would grow stronger, making Earth safer just like the monarch once did. Beru revealed their second mission, to find the missing Lady Hyain by any means necessary. Suho asked if there was a way to locate his mother's whereabouts, but Beru explained that hunting beasts might eventually lead to a clue. Suho acknowledged they had no choice but to enter dungeons. Finally, Beru shared the third mission, to help Suho regain his strength, expressing his desire to show the true power he once wielded against the monarch. Suho asked how to regain his strength, and Beru explained he could absorb magical power and knowledge from consuming targets, though it was far less efficient than before he became a shadow soldier. Without Suho's magic to sustain him, this was the only option. Understanding the situation, Suho realized their path once again led to dungeons. Suho finished his meal and said, "Let's prepare then." Beru said to enter a dungeon you need a hunter, qualification. Go to the Hunter Association and get your magical power measured. Suho wondered about the magical power measurement, knowing he was an awakener who continuously leveled up. Curiosity sparked in his mind. What grade would he receive? A thought crossed him. What if he ended up with an S rank? The measurement lady announced Suho's magical power level, 46. He was classified as an E-rank awakener, the weakest rank. Suho left the Hunter Association building, his expression clouded. Beru explained that a hunter's rank was based on magical power, making it natural for Suho's rank to be lower since his strength relied heavily on power stats. Despite the reassurance, Suho couldn't help but doubt. Could an E-rank like him truly protect Earth with just shadow abilities? Beru reminded him. He possessed something no other hunter had. Level ups. Suho recalled how E-rank and F-rank hunters were rarely recruited for expeditions, making it difficult to even enter dungeons. Frustration flickered in his eyes, until a sudden realization struck him. His eyes widened as he thought, there might be one way. Dungeon raids operated through a systematic division of labor. The assault team led the charge, eliminating beasts. The recovery team followed behind, collecting beast carcasses, while the mining team extracted resources from the dungeon's depths. Among these roles, only the recovery and mining teams allowed E-rank hunters to participate. At the dungeon site, hunters were busy mining resources. Suho wiped his sweat and sighed. Grateful for the chance, he thought about how this opportunity came through the only awakener he knew. The one who helped him was Lee Do-kyun, his former training instructor and art department assistant at Korea University of the Arts. Suho's connection with Lee Dokyun became his unexpected ticket into the dungeon. Even as a low-ranked awakener, Suho felt grateful to have an awakener senior nearby, knowing it was thanks to Lee Dokyun's help that he could work in the dungeon. Dokyun, haunted by guilt, remembered the art incident at Korea University of the Arts. As the only awakener present, fear had driven him to run away, leaving others behind. The regret of his actions weighed heavily on him. Suho reassured him, understanding that E-rank awakeners were advised by the Hunter Association to flee from beasts. Dokyun had only followed the guidelines, doing what was expected of someone at their level. Dokyun's eyes widened in surprise upon hearing Suho's E-rank status. Suho calmly revealed his magical power level was only 46, a number considered low even among E-rank awakeners. Dokyun's shock deepened as he realized Suho's power was higher than his own. Dokyun's memory flashed back to the incident at the art department rooftop. While fleeing, he vaguely recalled seeing Suho fighting a beast. Doubt filled his mind. Had he really witnessed that, or was it just his fear playing tricks on him? Dokyun remarked that if an E-rank truly survived by charging at a beast, it was even more impressive. Baru's calm voice agreed, declaring the young monarch exceptional. Baru's calm voice agreed, declaring the young monarch exceptional. As Dokyun turned toward Baru, his eyes widened in shock, sitting down while shouting in fear. A beast? Suho let out a sigh, glancing at Baru and questioning his sudden appearance. Baru remained composed, explaining that the monarch was still as weak as a larva, so he needed to stay close to protect him and ensure his safety. Dokyun asked if Suho awakened as a summoner-type hunter. Suho nodded, saying it seemed so. Dokyun said many E-rank hunters don't have skills, so he was lucky. He mentioned his skill, running. Suho smirked, saying that must be why Dokyun escaped so well before. Dokyun looked downcast, but Suho smiled and reassured him, saying he was just kidding. Baru thought, as expected of the young monarch, his mental attacks are truly devastating. Suho thought, come to think of it, this is my first time in a dungeon other than the Shadow Dungeon. I wonder if the assault team is hunting beasts up ahead. Wolf corpses scattered across the ground. One hunter sighed, saying the dungeon felt empty. Another agreed, noting that only wolf beasts had been appearing. A third hunter encouraged them, reminding that some carcasses might hold magical crystals, so they had to keep working hard until the dungeon's end. A hunter signaled to the captain, pointing toward a narrow side path where something seemed hidden. The captain said, "Look at this." The assault team stepped closer, their gazes fixed on the discovery, examining the unusual sight. In silence, the assault team scanned the mysterious ruin hidden deep within the dungeon. Its weathered walls hinted at an ancient origin. With no beasts detected by their skills, confusion settled among the hunters. The unusual structure raised questions. Why was it here? Some wondered if treasure lay hidden inside instead of a powerful boss monster, pushing their curiosity to investigate it further. The captain stared in disbelief at the mysterious weapon glimmering among the ruins. The hunters marveled, drawn to its sharp edges and eerie aura. The captain observed the weapon, sensing its value. Its craftsmanship hinted at hidden power, but caution lingered. Treasures like this often concealed deadly traps. Yangjun stepped forward, confident in his strength. The captain's warning echoed. Yangjun gripped the sword's handle, ignoring the captain's warning. Trusting his C-rank tank abilities, he believed any trap wouldn't be a threat. Yangjun's face froze in shock as the floor beneath him turned red, revealing spikes and eerie eyes. He pulled the sword cautiously. The captain sighed in relief, assuming there were no traps. Yangjun's eyes glowed with hostility as he snarled, gripping the sword tightly. The captain scolded him to be more careful, but in an instant Yangjun slashed his sword at the captain. The other hunters froze in shock as Yangjun's voice echoed coldly, declaring, "Who dares covet the Fang Monarch's sword?"